Hi, it's Jessica. Welcome back to my studio. I haven't made a video in a couple weeks and I just wanted to jump on here. I just finished making a whole bunch of anklets and I should have turned the camera on, but I didn't even think about it. But at least I can lay them out for you so you can see what I was working on. I have a show coming up, an in-person show. I don't do too many anymore. I used to do a lot of art shows, jazz festivals, craft fairs. I used to have a tent and do all that stuff, but I did it for like 15 years and I decided to retire from doing all my shows. So I do a couple small shows a year, maybe 2 or 3 if that. And so I recently sold a whole bunch of anklets on my website, so it made me think, okay, I need to make some more anklets so I can have them available for people. I do still have a few available online, but the majority of these right here are my new ones. You can see the destruction that occurs with the creative process, since I have stuff all over the place. But yeah, I like to make my anklets asymmetrical and mix colors. And sometimes I mix different clasps together. Color, there's a silver jump ring and a black metal lobster claw clasp. I do stuff like that. Sometimes I'll drop a cowrie shell in with the piece. Just like putting together all kinds of different colored beads and making them fun and vibrant. And I like to put stones, use semi-precious stones as a centerpiece and put them off to the side, mother of pearl, brass. Oh, I need to, oh no, I don't need to fix, I thought I needed to fix that one. And nice stones and pearls and that sort of thing. Woods and nuts. So making anklets is very fun. So I'm getting ready, like I said, I'm getting ready for my show on Sunday. And I've just been busy and I just haven't been able to, I've been working on stuff, but I haven't been filming it. So I just wanted to get on here and talk to you for a few minutes and just have a little chat with you. I've been thinking about, like, whenever I go on to social media, I hear talk about AI and how AI is affecting artists' work. And I'm wondering if there's going to come a point where in order to see a real artist's work, it has to be in person, because is AI slop going to take over? You know, or are there going to be companies stealing the work of artists and posing it as their own, or making knockoffs, which is already happening? So, and I don't even know if having in-person shows is gonna is able to help. You know, it's gonna deter that. So I don't know. That's just a thought that I have. I don't know how you feel about it. Yeah, but I'm wondering if there will be a push to have more face-to-face contact with people, you know. And I'm also thinking of that in terms of us always looking at our phones. And I remember I think one of my coworkers said something like, or I don't know, somebody was talking and there was like this college professor said that, you know, like back in the day, I'm sorry, there's a loud motorcycle, I don't know if you heard that. Back in the day, you know, when your Or even, yeah, back in the day when you enter a classroom, you have to settle everybody down because everybody's talking and interacting with each other. And how that has gone today because everybody is in their phones, so they're not getting that social interaction. So we're going to need, we need each other. We need to be social. We're social creatures. So I wonder if there's going to be a push to get back to that, being in front of people and showing our art in front of people, So, yeah, anyways. And I have this, I have a necklace that I'm working on. I don't even know if it's going to be ready by the show or, I just started it. I just had a thought that I have some bigger necklaces and stuff, and I haven't worked with my stones in a long time. And I have this beautiful strand of lapis. Like, look at how beautiful that strand of lapis is. And it's like a matte. I love that it's like a matte color to it. Just beautiful. So, I have this large shell that I was thinking about incorporating with it. So, I was just laying it out. And I have some Krobo beads from Ghana. And I have some brass beads as well. So I was thinking about putting some brass in there. And I was going to have this bead sit like that. And then, I don't know if we can, let me see if I can move this up just a little bit. And have this sitting right there. But I'm not too sure. Then I have this bead that I could add. And then I have some dyed holowhite that looks like turquoise. And holowhite is a white stone, and you can dye it in lots of different colors. And sometimes it can be used as a cheaper version of, if you want that turquoise color, a less expensive version. This is a polymer clay bead that I made, and I love how this is matte and it's like a rich turquoise color, which adds a nice element to this necklace. So you can see if I put that there, that looks nice too. So a lot of times when I'm making necklaces, I just see what works. I'm always trying things out. And sometimes a color will come into my mind. Well, what if I put like a little piece of red in there? How would that look? Or how would this rich piece of turquoise clay look? All those things come into play when I'm making a necklace. So I don't know if I'm going to have this done before my show. Oh, I also have this big brass piece that I love. So look at how, and I didn't want it to be complicated either. And I think this simple design with look at how beautiful that is. I think that is so lovely. And then if I wanted to, I could, even that at I don't know if it's showing up in this, I can't really see. Let me see if I can if I move this up a little bit. Right, and then I have, try to get you guys to see that. And then the shell. Well, the shell doesn't even fit in this ring. But anyways, I just love the way that it looks. So I have that to work on and think about if I'm going to finish that before the end of the week. And I just have some art pieces that I was contemplating bringing along with me. Some of my abstract works on paper. I really like the colors in this one. I just wanted to show you some of my abstract work that I was thinking about taking along. And this is on Arches watercolor paper. This actually goes this way. And this is watercolor, some collage, and I have some metallic paint that I patinaed. I think this is steel. It has like this paint that has like steel flecks in it, and I patinaed it, and so I just loved the way it looked, and I countered it with some Payne's Gray and some red oxide paint. I like how that came out. This one I made, and let's see. No, I don't know which way it is. But it didn't have like it didn't have the circles and the black marks. It was just a lot of acrylic ink as the background. And so I started to add a couple more layers onto it, and I like the way that it came out. So I don't know if I'm even going to put any of these in the show. Same thing. This one I used, I used inks in the background of this too. And then I added layers on top of it. And this one I thought was cool because of the bright colors, but I'm wondering if it needs a little bit more mark making. But I do like the collage. I like the vibrancy. I like the colors that are used in here. Unlikely pairings of colors, I think, and that's why I like it. And then I have a few, I think these are 6x6s, and I've sold a number of these. These are some of the ones I have left over. I don't know if I'm going to put them out because they're not, like some of them have like a little bit of mistakes going on, so I don't know if I'm going to put those out. But this one I like. This one is actually nice and clean, and it can be put out. This is one of, I call my Moody Flowers. I had a purpley pink version of this that I sold. This is one of my first pieces that I did on this 6x6 paper. I put some of my wire crochet, collage, layers. There's probably some watercolors in the background. And this is also my watercolors and inks and marker. And there's another one to that, set to that one. So, I don't know, I have all this stuff, and I want it to see the light of day. Some of these pieces are on my website. If you want to go to jessicadickens.com, you can see some of these pieces I have for sale. Like, I thought that this would be pretty in a little frame, and then sell it as a set. I thought that looked nice too. This is just a painting that I cut up, and I used my inks and my watercolors. Ooh, I love that little piece. Look at how it shimmers. I hope that comes out. It looks like it's coming out nicely online through the camera. And I love, it has like this deep green color right there, and then you got the bronzy color. I really like that. So I love the way this came out. So I was thinking about cutting it up and using it, and I have some other ideas that I'm working on. I just wanted to show you show you the madness, the creative chaos that I'm experiencing right now. And it's a part of my art process is chaos. And what I'll do is after this show, I'll put everything away, and some of the new stuff, the stuff that I have next week, I'll photograph it and put it on my website. And I'll put away my art stuff, and I'll clean up my table. But Right now, I'm in the throes of creativity, and so it looks chaotic. And I like to say that my art process is destroy, clean, create, destroy, clean. So, yeah, so I just wanted to show you all that I'm still here. And I just wanted to, I do enjoy making these videos. And if you've watched this far, I really appreciate you. And I am so glad you're here. And that's it for now. My name is Jessica. I am a jewelry designer and mixed media artist. Sometimes I live in creative chaos, and you're seeing that today. So if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.